I'm just super excited.
It's just been an amazing day. Can't stop smiling.
How lucky am I, man?
Hey everybody, JB here with EOTech. I am at beautiful St. John's Resort in Plymouth, Michigan, just outside of EOTech. I'm at the hotel about ready to meet our guests. These are 5 winners of the 30th anniversary Golden Ticket Factory Tour. They're about to see their new optics, their new Q rifle that is free to them. They're going to tour the factory. They're going to see all kinds of things that you guys can't see yet. We're going to go to the range, sight in their guns, have a bunch of fun there. So this is going to be a great time. I'm going to go have a beer with them. Check us out in the morning.
My name is Craig Buss.
Chris Smith.
My name is Tanner Edmond.
Trevor Edmond.
My name is Amanda Chornaby, and I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida.
From Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Cedar Hills, Utah.
Idaho Falls, Idaho. Couldn't believe it. Thought it was a scam. Actually, looked it all up and was pretty excited once I saw it all. I just saw on Instagram, I'm the February winner, so I just tagged a bunch of buddies and was lucky enough to get called. So.
And at first I was like, whoa, I forgot I had entered this. And then I was really excited and started getting into the details.
Man, I'm interested in that kind of stuff, so I just want to ask some questions, just see what you guys do every day and, you know, just learn a little bit more, man.
I don't really know. I purposely didn't look up any videos, you know, to see like on YouTube of what it even looks like, just so I could get that shock and awe factor.
We've been doing this since 1995, and we make hundreds of sights a day, and they are the hardest thing to make. It's almost like Henry Ford with the Model A everything's like really hand built. There's very little automation. Where there is critical stuff. You'll see a glue machine and all that to make sure it's done right, but everything is made almost by hand, so it's really, really difficult. So a lot of people ask us, how come there's not more competitors in holography? It's like, go and give it a try. It's impossible to do. We've mastered it, but it's really hard every day. So
after the plates get recorded and chemically processed, they come out into this room looking like this. If you hold it up, you can kind of see our 9 images on the plate. Questions?
This is the actual
reticle, right? Yeah. So the reticle is exposed on that plate 9 times.
So the 5 winners have their own custom shots.
I'm not sure you can see the netting on these, but they're essentially like a Faraday cage. So operators wear them on the floor so you're not shocking electronics, helps control FOD. And essentially, we put them in clamps. A clamp set window down. It gets placed on a platform over here, and we bond it using a robot. So we feed one final assembly line down here, which is the orange line, which is what you guys will be touring over here. And we feed 3 lines up in Traverse City. So all the product that you get goes through this cell.
So if they don't pass inspection, what happens to them? Do they get like remedied, or do you just like?
It depends on the defect. Some defects we can rework, some we can't. Okay. You know, sometimes we get debris in between the layers of glass. Yeah. We can't rework that. Sometimes you get small glue tails. We can fix those.
So how many days does it take start to finish?
And housing, or just total?
Total.
I think it's probably 4 or 5 days in the optics.
Housing those like 4, you said?
4 days in here, and then 1 day in final.
Jeez.
Let's get you guys over to finals and see how these are fully assembled.
We do 2 things. We do mechanical assembly and we do bonding, which is gluing, right? So the first station is a mechanical assembly. We're assembling the elevation mechanism that adjusts the sight reticle up and down when you're trying to zero your rifle. We also install the clicker ball, which gives it that tactile feel when you're making your adjustments on your sight. That's installed at this station. Then the sight gets passed down and we install and build the grating. Each housing is unique. These really are sort of an artisan thing that we have to build kind of custom for each one. Mm-hmm. So the grading station has to look at that housing measurement, do a calculation in their head, and then align that laser on that grid in order for the sight to get that full travel back and forth, up and down. Otherwise, the way the holography works, you can get cutoffs and it won't go all the way. And then Rachel here is putting in the battery insert. So there's a sleeve that the 123 battery goes in for the EXPSs, and some contact springs in order for it to complete that circuit. I'd say one interesting thing is this is one of the stations that's changeable. So if we run the ones with the AA batteries, we'll have to actually change the fixturing here because we're not doing the same thing, right? So we have to be able to accommodate the AA batteries. So this is a pretty important station right here. This is what we call the base station, and this is the last part of the process where the site is open and exposed before we secure that base with that gasket on there to keep it watertight. So the importance of this is if it's not clean at this point, it's a problem, right? So a lot of times our rework is because, there's like a fiber inside the site. We have to crack it back open, clean it out. So Marquise here is one of our veterans for sure, and he's cleaning these sites to make sure that they're good to go the first time. And then this is the Z station. This is the first of one of our diagnostic checks. So basically Clyde here will put the site on. He'll be able to check the travel left and right, up and down. He's looking for certain abnormalities and how it travels. The idea is that we want them to be able to obviously be zeroed. And there are certain things with those mechanisms I explained earlier where it would affect the zero. So we have to test that here. One of my favorite things of EOTech is we test the recoil on each one of these sites. Every site's tested 40 times, and then we put it back on a fixture to determine the travel. So we want to make sure, like if it got shot, it's not going to change basically, right? So every one of those, is a recoil simulation basically, and every site gets that. And my office was right outside of this for like 3 years, and it's ingrained in my memory. So the noise, yeah, the metal hitting together. We have some special hoods, so we're making 5 special sites for you guys for the all access winners. So these are the hoods that we'll be putting on 5 special sites. I think they all have your initials on them, yes, and an engraving of the building and that you're winners. So should be pretty sweet. I'm a little jealous, honestly, but that's all right,
So these are gonna get built today for you to shoot at the race. Well, I'm just super excited just honestly to get everything from EOTech and Q and just shooting it here and getting to use it. I'm really looking forward to using it in my competition soon, and it's just really great learning about all the different pieces that go into these parts.
How lucky am I, man? Like, once in a lifetime opportunity, not something I would have been able to afford just purchasing myself. And so just generosity of Q, EOTech, all of the above, it's just been amazing. Like on cloud 9.
It's just been an amazing day. Just so many awesome people putting in the work to make these incredible optics. The Sugar Whizzle's been super fun to shoot, like, can't stop smiling. Just wanted a huge shout out to EOTech and all the people that made this possible. Everyone behind the scenes taking the tour today. Q, huge shout out to Q for this amazing rifle.
I would say just for me, this was like a once in a lifetime experience. And so if you ever, see another giveaway from EOTech, make sure you enter, because if you don't enter, you can't win.
Thank you. It's more than could have ever expected. And from someone that doesn't win anything ever, this is more than I could have ever asked for or ever even thought I would have ever won.
What I noticed today's experience, man, honestly, the passion that everybody put in at the warehouse, man. I mean, I believe a company is only as good as their employees, and EOTech had the finest. That was the best part about today, honestly.
You have a lot of really cool experiences in life, but I feel like there's gonna be some really core memory ones that you just always remember. And this one from start to finish, to winning, Q throwing in a rifle on top of just being able to be here, that was huge. And this is an experience we'll definitely both never forget. It's cool to be here with Trevor, be able to shoot together, get our rifles, because we'll always, we'll be shooting together for a long time. And just thanks to EOTech and everybody that put this on, because it was a unforgettable experience that we'll talk about for years to come.